Kroovy Rookers right now.
Hey.
Baby Rooker. Rod
Rooker. Baby Rooker. You made that
Ugly
up.
Rooker. Remy Rooker though.
And the
hey! And there's
Rowdy!
Aye!
Pilsner Balls.
We're doing band picks?
No, we're doing
an
interview.
We're doing an interview. What do you want to ask us? Shoot.
So when did fucking Kroovy Rookers originally start?
May of 2004.
What in
5 years in May? 5 years in May for the Kroovy Rooker.
Man, I'm getting drunk.
And what inspired this fucking transition to good music?
Probably my biggest influence was probably
no, it was like Remy actually sobering up for a few days.
I think the guy that made me want to start a band was Greg Huff from Glory Stompers, Subway Thugs, Lancasters, Alternate Action. That was the first fucking buddy that I had where I sat down and, you know, watched the guy, you know, say, oh, I'm writing a song, and then fucking you go and see them live and they're playing that song and you're like, fuck, you showed me that riff like 2 months ago. That's awesome. And then that made me feel like, fuck, I could, you know, sort of do that. But then when I hooked up with Mike and fucking, you know, we started dicking around and shit. No, it wasn't awkward at all. The thing is how unawkward it was when you write a song and you go there and someone can fucking back what you're doing and throw you fucking good ideas and pointers on how to fucking structure the shit. And we got some fucking solid songs, man. Like, me and him done some good shit. Now we play with some fucking, we play with some big band.
With me snort. So Remy, what started you playing the bass though?
Rod needed a bass player and I had a bass.
Yeah, we met out at work, man.
We worked together. Security guard.
Yeah, we met out at work and fucking we always kept it on the down low. Like, so you like a bit of punk rock? Because we were both security guards.
I caught his fucking tattoo one shift and I'm like, what the fuck's that on your arm?
Yeah.
So I seen the rest. I'm like. And then we started talking about, like, he said he's from Boston, so I started dropping, like, all the bands I knew from Boston, and, like, thinking about all, like, Gnostic Front and stuff, and Blood for Blood, and, you know, finally found the common bond, and then...
And I know half of those motherfuckers from Blood for Blood. Fucking solid dudes, man, Blood for Blood. But, I mean, that's where we kind of hit it off, and fucking, he wanted to be in the band for a couple of months, but we didn't really have anything going, so as soon as we had something actually going, then it was
rolled with it.
Then it was time to say, like, okay, now that we've got some songs structured, let's add a bass player, and... But I wouldn't have done that to you if we were fucking didn't have anything, you know. Come out and fucking bang on pots and pans and shit like your kids, you know. And
how did this lovely lad get introduced to the band?
Rod showed up at my house.
Yeah.
We were having a basement show at my parents' place, and Rodney just showed up.
That was right when I got back from Boston too.
Right when he got back from Boston, and I don't know.
The first time.
I don't know. He stuck around for the show, and then he just kind of hung out.
Is this from 10 Pints to Glory?
10 Pints to Glory was playing a basement show at my parents' house, and Rod was just there. He knew some people. He came and hang out.
There was actually a lot of skinheads living there.
And he crashed at my place, and we just started jamming the next day. My sister made us some tuna casserole, and we jammed and had tuna casserole, and it went from there.
Because I think the second jam after I wrote some shit, I came down to fucking
Edmonton.
He was living here in Grease Batch, and fucking I came down and said, hey man, I wrote a few songs and shit like I don't know, like Mike's fucking added a lot of shit, like Street Rock. When I wrote that song, that was one of our first ones that was slow. When I first wrote that, it was gonna be, you know, but then Mike slowed it down and we hit our fucking point there. I was like, oh, that's awesome, you know, rock and roll. So he's added so much shit to the songwriting with what he's doing with drums. Always good suggestions, because I mean, I can't do solos or any fucking fancy shit. But I know what I like for a riff, you know, I like that riff. And then he'll always fucking say, you know, we can do this, or we can do that, or I can do that here, and let's add a fucking bar there. Because, I mean, I can't say I'm a fucking songwriter. I'm a lyric writer for sure. But structure, that's the backbone right there. And, I mean, fucking Remy, just whatever we're doing, man, you always pick it up steady, straight. Yeah. Like we had another guitarist before. We had Jenny Woo Rooker.
Yeah, we know him.
Dragon Rooker. He was a good kid, but, I mean, mixed up. Started playing metal solos, and I mean, we're a punk band. Now we got Jenny.
And let's introduce Jenny right here. Here's Jenny Rooker.
Jenny Woo Rooker.
Baby Rooker.
But I mean, you can't fucking beat Jenny because Jenny's from the fucking same scene. She knows what she wants to fucking hear, right? and whatever she does always fits because we're into the
From
same
down the
shit.
street,
So
you
now
mean,
we got
down the street.
now we got 4
Down the
people who are
street from you.
motivated and 4 people that are into the same shit.
Yep.
And now it's starting to really fucking show up. So it's good, man. I got no complaints, and now we're playing with all these fucking big bands,
And we see also on your merch though, you have that one hand on your merch though. Let's see that one hand. The hook.
The Kroovy Rooker.
There it is. There it is. Yeah.
That motherfucker is like that 24/7. That's the fucking back alley creeper. The back alley creeper, baby.
Or the rusty hook, as
The
some.
rusty hook, the Kroovy Rooker.
But yeah, it's good to interview those guys.
I can pick up a fucking pool table with that thing. And
There
it's
goes
not
the
gonna
interview. We gotta
straighten
start
out.
over again.
No, we don't.
I gotta piece out because I want to get a picture of Charlie Harper before he leaves.
All right.
Charlie Harper. UK subs.
I'd call that a wrap. Good little interview. Thank you, Morley.
Yeah, Morley.
Nah.
Oh,
Well,
good.
that's to the boys out in the Arctic tundra.